We're taking you through how you can repaint your cylinder, how you can regain it back if it has corrosted. So you brush it with an iron brush, try to scrape out all the whole paint on it and the corrosting part on it. After you scrape it all, you scrape it very well. You make sure those corrosting parts and the paint surface on the cylinder are well taken off. Then you take it to water and wash it very well. Brush it with that iron brush. You brush it very well, very well. You brush all the whole hidden place, all the under the cylinder, the side way and the upper way. But when you look at the top of the cylinder, there is a hole there. You make sure you block it so that water will not penetrate inside. Actually, there's always a rubber that guide the gas from leaking out. Or you make sure you do your thorough wash on it. You see the way I do the thorough wash on it. So you wash it very well. After do the washing, then you can now take the cylinder from the water. Then you keep it on the sun. You keep the cylinder in the sun. See, I'm done with the washing now. So keep it in the sun for it to dry very well. Or you can mop it with clothes. So I'm doing the mixing of the paint now. I'm using a ash color paint with thinner to make it to light. Then I'm using a spray, a hand-free spray instead of using brush or roller. So I'm using a hand-free spray. So I've mixed the paint now with thinner. So shake it together very well. Make sure that the paint is light. You see, so it should be lighter so that it can be able to come out from the nozzle of your spray. So if you still discover that the paint is still more thicker, you add more thinner to it also. Apply more thinner. So after applying the thinner, you shake it very well so that it can ferment. Then it will be lighter and the way it was. So you understand? So it's more lighter. So we want to do the same thing to this lantern. So this is a whole lantern. You can see how dirty it is and corrosive it is. So we'll apply the paint now. Put the paint and to come out fine. So I'm pouring. You can see the texture of the paint. This is the texture. That's how the paint look like. So you put this, and you can get this also. This hand-free sprayer. You can get it at the rate of I think of 7,000 or some place 7,000, some place 3,000 plus, depends on the area. But this I get this at VI. I get it at the rate of 6,000 naira. So I will do this the spray now. So it should give you gas inside. From the gas, that hair will push out the paint inside it. So you can see how it's spraying the lantern. So it's spraying on a regular base. So the paint is coming out gradually, and it's more faster, more easier than using the brush, because this one will get to everywhere, all the old parts. There's not going to be an hidden place. There's not going to be a hidden place for it not to get to. So it move to all the whole length. Then you do the painting all. Everywhere be painted. See, within how many seconds now, you're almost done with the painting. So make sure I paint both the hidden place, the under the lantern, then turn it very well. So it's not that stain in my hand. So you just make sure you check every part. Then just pump. When you pump, the hair that will generate from this pump will go into the nozzle there. Then you push out the paint in it. So you push out all the whole the paint gradually, so you'll be able to spread it on the lantern. It will spread on the lantern. You see the way it's spread on the lantern. The color of the lantern is already changed from that corrosed and dirty stage it was before into this stage now. So we're moving to our cylinder gas from here. After we are done with this, we'll go to the cylinder gas. So from the cylinder, you see also the cylinder that we have washed. Now we've left the cylinder for it to be dried. So after we are done with this painting, we move to our cylinder. So you see the way I will spray the inside now. All those porous place inside now will be painted. So the paints will get inside all those hidden places. So if we get inside it, then we can now make sure after we are done with the painting, we can dry it in the sun, and it won't take a longer time for it to dry because the paint we apply is quite light. It's a light paint, so it will help the lantern to dry quickly. You see it's gone now. So we are back to the cylinder now. We are going to do the same method we use. Pump. When you pump for like 2-3 times, you will release your hand. Then the paint is going to pump out on the cylinder. When you pump 2-3 times, you leave it. And if you want the paint to be more thicker on the cylinder, you get closer. You shift your pumper closer to the paint. Or if you don't want it to be more thicker, if you want it to be lighter, you have to move a little bit back so that the paint will spread wider. But if you don't want it to spread wider, you move your paint, your pumper close to any object you are painting. You move it closer. So when you move it closer, the paint will not spread. But when you move it backward, it will spread wider. You see the way it is now. Doing some seconds now, we are done. We're almost done. But you see the top of the cylinder, I put a nylon and a tape to cover that place so that it will not stain where the hose will come out from. This just what I would call it a backup gas cylinder that I use at home. I discovered that it's gotten rusting because we kept it for so long at the backyard inside a cage. So I just checked it and I saw it that this thing is getting rusting. I can easily revive it back. So I decided to go and take it and do it. It's something you can do. This little thing, you can use this little pumper to paint your gate. This handle you can use to pump your gate. It's not stressful, quite easy. The other thing you need to know how to mix your paint. Then when you are done also, it's more important, you need to know how to wash it thoroughly so that the paint will not stick to it and make the nozzle to be blocked, because it is quite tiny. So if a paint can have a space to stain in it and dry, before you know, the hose will block and the purpose of using it will be defeated. So you spread, you see spread, you have turned it now upside down, turn it upside down, and within a second we will be done. My name is Ayodele Bikunle Godwill, and the name of my company is Access International Business Venture. And you can also reach us on our handle, on our Instagram handle, access_venture or access for venture. You can follow us to see more of our work we do. We deal with automatic gates, roller shutters, garage door, we fabricate gates, and we also teach people about electric fence and some other handle work also, like on the side hustle. When you're talking about side hustle, maybe like a farm, we also teach people about livestock, grass cutter, rabbits, and thereabouts. There's a say that said the master of all trade. So we're just like a master of all trade. We deal with a lot of training. So I believe in when you don't have anything to do, you can create something out of nothing. You can create something out of nothing. So you see the way the beauty looks like now. So we're recovering back from corrosting. So when it's dry, it will come out cool. Then you can use the guy for long period of time. Instead of you buying another one, you can just easily paint. The paints won't cost you much. At least at the rate of 3,000 or thereabouts, you'll be able to recover your cylinder, your whole cylinder. Instead of buying the cylinder of this range now, will be up to 12,000 thereabout now. Be up to 12,000 presently now. But with this little paints, you recover it by, so still last you for 3-4 years before you paint it back. In as much you don't put in the water.